Welcome to Action Hound Media, the site and channel all about action. Life's boring, get some more action into your life. All right, this week we are going to talk about getting into doomsday prepping. I always wondered what I would do in a catastrophic emergency. What if a city near me got hit with a nuke and I had to get away? What would I do? Where would I go? What would I bring with me? To be honest, I don't feel 100% ready for that situation. So I need to prep to become a better doomsday prepper myself. Getting into doomsday prepping is smartest when you treat it as practical emergency preparedness, not apocalyptic fantasy. The goal isn't paranoia, it's resilience and self-reliance. Here's a grounded step-by-step way to start. Start with realistic risks first. Focus on likely events, not extreme collapse scenarios. Most common emergencies are power outages, severe storms, job loss, supply chain disruptions, local disasters like flood, wildlife, earthquake. If you prepare for these, you're already ahead of 95% of the people out there. One thing you could do that's not that hard is build a 72-hour emergency kit. Start small, aim to survive comfortably for 3 days. Bug out bag essentials include 1 gallon of water per person per day, non-perishable food like cans of food, rice, beans, that type of thing, protein bars. If you can get MREs, those are really good. You need flashlights and you need extra batteries. You need your first aid kit. That's always good. Basic medications, aspirin, that type of thing, Tums. I would also be ready to have all your important documents and computers ready to transport out of any situation. Besides that, I would say you got to be ready to go camping. So you need camping stuff too. So you need to be able to have like tents around, portable generator, like I said, sleeping bags, a sleeping pad or a blow up, pillows and blankets. A chainsaw is great to have because you might have to make fires and you're gonna need wood, shovel, axes, sledgehammer. Okay, maybe not that necessary. Maybe a regular hammer is better. Chairs, it's good to have chairs. You're gonna be sitting around. Extension cords. I would bring a few trail cameras just to, extra safety and it's around you. And if you have to be hunting, it's good to have trail cameras. Of course, being an action hound myself and being into weapons, I like to bring weapons, guns, my bows, that type of thing. I don't want to leave that at home. If I'm going to leave my house and I don't know if I'm going to return or not, you better believe I'm taking all my weapons. So once you're prepared for three days, then you could expand to a 7 to 14 day type of disaster. It's always to have 3 to 6 months emergency savings. Not everybody can do this, but if you have that, you'll be in better shape just in case there's a financial collapse or something like that. Some of the skills you're going to need, you're going to need to know basic first aid and CPR just in case an emergency of that nature occurs. You should know that. Got to be able to cook. You're going to be out there in the woods. You might have to hunt and get meat and be able to butcher and prepare a meat dish. You might be needing to know a little home repair just in case you end up in some cabin that's broken down and needs some repair to be livable. Skills beat gadgets every time. Now, if you're prepared for 2 weeks, you can level up from there also, So, the next step would be to store more than 2 weeks of food. Get a water filter. Sometimes there won't be water available and you're going to have to drink out of a creek or something like that. So a water filter is good. Of course, part of doomsday prepping is not only having your tools and your items and your food ready, but you also have to be physically and mentally resilient. Prepping isn't just having supplies. You got to stay physically fit. Let's say your car breaks down and there's a bunch of dangerous people chasing after you on foot and you got to run. I believe that you need to be able to run at least 2 miles to get away from people. So you have to have enough endurance to run 2 miles. You have to be able to manage stress well. If the world goes to crap, you better be able to handle it and not just freak out. So part of your mental resilience is to just be calm. You're going to have to build strong relationships with the people you're with. You should know your neighbors. You got to form your little tribe and you got to all protect each other. Avoid panic thinking. Community is better than isolation. So you got to avoid the common beginner mistakes like buying tactical gear before basics. Okay, everybody wants the cool stuff, but you got to have the basics first. stockpiling food you don't eat. I mean, like, if you have a bunch of cans of peaches and you don't like them, what's the use? You know what I mean? Ignoring medical needs. That's one of my mistakes, because I always say, I'm not going to get hurt. I'm not going to get hurt. But, you need that first aid kit. And obsessing over extreme scenarios. Most likely, it's not going to be the zombie apocalypse that's going to happen. Don't get too crazy about it, right? So the steps would be somewhat progressive. So, you be prepared for like a 3-day out of home situation. Once you're ready for 3 days, then you got to be prepared for like 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, then it's a real disaster. I think if you're out of your house for 2 weeks, it's a real disaster. If that's the situation, yeah, then you got to go more extreme and really be ready to get out there and deal with a world that has totally collapsed. But if it is an evacuation scenario, like I said, if like a nuke hits a city near you, this becomes more than just having supplies. You definitely need the camping gear mentioned earlier. Better yet, it would be good to have property a few hours away that you can bug out to. If your property has a home structure on it, even better. I don't have that, but I am trying to have a bug out home just in case. Somewhere in the woods, somewhere that nobody would find, with a little cabin, with enough land for me to go hunting or set up gardening and protect myself. In all honesty, the chances of a doomsday actually occurring is small. No zombie outbreak is going to happen. A more likely scenario could be like a serious pandemic, somewhat like COVID, but probably, something worse than that. Power outages for a long period of time. That happened to us here. We were out of power for like a week. I mean, we stayed in a hotel, but, if it went longer than that, it could have been better if I was better prepared for it and been a doomsday prepper. Less likely scenarios, but could still happen, are actually solar flares. Solar flares can knock out infrastructure, power, the internet, and it's very possible. Or how about an AI cyber terrorist who wipes out all digital information? Think about it. All our money is in digital form. If that gets knocked out, what then? Total economic collapse is an emerging risk of today. Let's say quantum supercomputers get so good and so fast that a cyber hack can unlock everybody's password and simply transfer all of your assets and everybody else's assets into that person's account. This is a horrible doomsday scenario. Like, as in any case, people will think you're crazy for doomsday prepping until the time comes when it happens, and who will look like the fool then? The point is, it's better to be ready and not need your preparations than not be ready and need your preparations. For me, I personally have to work on this. I need a bug out place. I need to be prepared for more than 2 weeks out of my house. But anyway, get out there and start thinking about it, because anything can happen these days. Solar flares, power outages, natural disasters. We got to be ready. Action on tonight. Peace.